Get ready, gamers. The news cycle is moving at lightning speed, and we've got the hottest, most unmissable updates to keep you in the know. From epic game mashups to the future of your favorite fantasy worlds, buckle up because Tarnished Tales is dropping the intel you need to stay ahead of the curve. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Stick around. New worlds collide. Prepare for a gameplay experience that's blending the brutal challenge of Dark Souls with the rich, expansive world of The Witcher in a brand new RPG that's turning heads. This isn't just another game. It's a fusion of elements you love, promising a journey through stunning landscapes with combat that will push you to your limits. Get ready to dive into a world that feels both familiar and terrifyingly new. Future questing. Will the next chapter of a beloved fantasy saga hit shelves sooner than we think? We're diving deep into the speculation and rumors surrounding the release of a highly anticipated sequel, examining the clues and what fans are desperately hoping for. Is next year the year we return to this epic world, or will we have to wait even longer? The anticipation is real. Dual nature gameplay. Step into the shadows and the light with a revolutionary new RPG that offers unparalleled player freedom. We're exploring a game where your choices, the time of day, and your very nature as a half-vampire dictate how you navigate quests and interact with a world steeped in dark fantasy. Prepare for a truly dynamic and reactive experience where every decision matters. Iconic return. Get ready for a blast from the past, as a legendary character from a massively popular series is set to make a surprising comeback. While the focus is on a new era, fans are buzzing about a potential reappearance that could reignite the passion for this iconic franchise. We've got the details on this exciting development and what it means for the future. Don't go anywhere, hit that like button, subscribe to Tarnished Tales, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Dark Souls meets The Witcher, a new RPG experience. Prepare for a gaming experience that masterfully blends the soul-crushing difficulty and intricate combat of Dark Souls with the vast, lore-rich landscapes reminiscent of The Witcher. Introducing 1348 Ex Voto, a new RPG that promises to deliver a brutal yet beautiful journey across Italy, set to release in 2026. Developed by Sedlio, this title aims to capture the essence of both beloved franchises while forging its own unique identity. The core of 1348 Ex Voto lies in its ambitious fusion of gameplay mechanics and aesthetic influences. Players will embark on a quest as Ida, traveling through Italy to find a lost loved one. While the premise might sound straightforward, the visual presentation in the trailers and screenshots reveals a depth that hints at a substantial experience. The combat system is a clear nod to the Dark Souls series, emphasizing challenging encounters that will test players' skills and reflexes. Developers have confirmed a significant level of challenge, ensuring that victory feels earned. Complementing the demanding combat is the game's stunning environmental design, which draws heavily from The Witcher's portrayal of European landscapes. Players can expect to traverse picturesque vistas that serve as a breathtaking backdrop to the often brutal action. This European influence extends to the game's overall atmosphere, creating a sense of place that is both familiar and captivating. Some have even noted a subtle resemblance to the parkour and exploration elements found in the Assassin's Creed series, suggesting a well-rounded approach to world traversal and interaction. Further enhancing the combat are the fluid animations derived from motion capture performances, lending a natural and dynamic feel to the sword fighting. The game will feature an evolving skill system, allowing players to unlock new abilities as they progress through the ravaged Italian setting. Players will have the choice between two primary combat stances: a more agile, one-handed approach for quicker attacks and defensive maneuvers, or a heavier, two-handed style for powerful, impactful strikes. This dual-stance system, combined with the progression of new skills, ensures that players can adapt their playstyle to overcome the game's various challenges. For fans of action games that offer a significant challenge and immersive world-building, 1348 Ex Voto is shaping up to be a title to watch closely. Its potential to deliver a compelling narrative set against a backdrop of challenging combat and beautiful scenery makes it one of the most anticipated indie releases for 2026. But will this ambitious fusion live up to the hype? Next, we investigate the burning question on every fan's mind. When can we expect the next installment of a certain beloved fantasy saga? The Witcher 4 release date speculation heats up. As the gaming landscape eagerly anticipates major releases, a significant question lingers for fans of CD Projekt Red's iconic Witcher series. When will The Witcher 4, or the next major installment, grace our consoles? While concrete release dates remain elusive, recent discussions and reader feedback highlight a fervent hope that the game could be a major release as early as next year, potentially for the 2026 holiday season. This anticipation stems from the decade-long gap since the release of The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, leaving many players eager for a return to the continent. The current speculation is fueled by rumors suggesting a potentially earlier-than-expected launch, with some readers expressing a strong desire for The Witcher 4 to fill the void of major releases in 2026. Titles like Grand Theft Auto 6 and Resident Evil Requiem are already slated for that year, but the absence of a confirmed Witcher 4 release date leaves a significant gap for fans of the genre. The sentiment is that if GTA 6 is hitting in May, and other major titles like EA Sports FC and Call of Duty are expected, the holiday season of 2026 could be the perfect window for CD Projekt Red to launch their next epic. However, industry insiders and analysts express a more cautious outlook. Game Central, in their editorial response, suggests that it's highly unlikely The Witcher 4 will be released next year. Their prediction is that players might be fortunate to see a gameplay trailer, and even that is not a certainty. This tempered expectation is based on the typical development cycles for games of this magnitude, especially from a studio like CD Projekt Red, which prioritizes polish and depth. The broader discussion touches upon the overall future of gaming and the excitement surrounding upcoming titles. Some readers express a feeling of being strangely unexcited about the future, highlighting a need for more compelling announcements and releases. This sentiment underscores the importance of major franchises like The Witcher to generate buzz and maintain player engagement. The potential release of Forza Horizon 6 on PlayStation 5, simultaneous with its Xbox counterpart, is mentioned as a point of interest, but the overall feeling for some is a lack of strong anticipation for what's next. This ongoing conversation about The Witcher 4's release date also intersects with broader industry trends, such as the viability of cross-gen releases for the PlayStation 6 and the challenges of game development budgets. The desire for a new Witcher game is palpable, and while the wait might be longer than some hope, the anticipation itself speaks volumes about the enduring impact of the series. Fans will undoubtedly be keeping a close eye on any official announcements from CD Projekt Red, hoping that their predictions for a 2026 release prove to be accurate. But the future of major gaming franchises isn't the only thing sparking debate. We're now turning our attention to a brand new RPG that promises a unique twist on player choice and dark fantasy. Blood of the Dawnwalker, a vampire RPG of unprecedented freedom. Rebel Wolves is pushing the boundaries of player agency in their upcoming medieval vampire RPG, Blood of the Dawnwalker, a title that aims to immerse players in a world where every choice, time of day, and character interaction can dramatically alter quest outcomes. During a recent gameplay stream and at Gamescom 2025, the developers showcased a single quest, a monk and a saint, demonstrating not just 2, but 4 distinct variations, with creative director Matthews Thomascuix hinting that there are even more possibilities. The game is set in 1347 within the Carpathian Mountains, placing players in the role of Cohen, a half-vampire character who possesses a dual nature. By night, Cohen gains bestial powers, a bloodlust, and the ability to traverse environments in unique ways, such as walking on vertical surfaces and teleporting between rooftops, engaging in combat with his claws. By day, Cohen is more grounded, relying on sword and fists, but can still utilize necromancy to communicate with the dead. Crucially, players can manage Cohen's bloodlust, choosing whether to feed on victims or control the outcome, with severe consequences for failing to manage his hunger. This dual gameplay system is central to the quest design, Different NPCs populate the world during day and night, and Cohen's abilities can unlock or restrict access to certain areas. Player dialogue choices further add layers of complexity, influencing how quests unfold. The developers emphasize that their methodology applies this dynamic approach to all quests, though complexity naturally varies. A significant challenge for the team has been accounting for players starting a quest during the day and finishing it at night, or vice versa, ensuring the game world and narrative react seamlessly. Blood of the Dawnwalker also incorporates a ticking clock mechanic. Players have 30 days to save their family, with significant quests advancing time. However, the game encourages players to tackle quests out of order or from unconventional angles, with the environment reacting to these choices. For instance, ensuring Cohen doesn't get stranded on a rooftop due to a day-night cycle change required meticulous design, with clearly marked time trigger points. Senior quest designer Patrick Fijalkowski elaborated on the development hurdles, explaining how they had to ensure quests wouldn't break if players arrived too early or if time progression was altered. Unlike games that simply disable content before it's triggered, Blood of the Dawnwalker aims for reactive questlines where dialogue and outcomes adjust to player actions. This complexity extends to Cohen's vampiric thirst. If not managed, he can instinctively attack and drain the nearest person, potentially including key NPCs, adding a high-stakes element to resource management. The developers are drawing inspiration from a wide range of vampire fiction, including True Blood, Bram Stoker's Dracula, and Interview with the Vampire, alongside the medieval setting of Name of the Rose. The world of Vale Sangora is designed to feel real, with attention paid to historically accurate architecture and outfits. Vampires are a new terror in this land, exploiting a plague to seize power, with Brentsis leading the charge. The narrative also delves into complex family dynamics, with Cohen's own sister falling victim to the vampires, forcing the player to balance personal stakes with the broader conflict. Described as a narrative sandbox, the game opens up after the prologue, allowing players complete freedom to explore and engage with the world. Rebel Wolves wants players to feel empowered to tackle the main quest immediately or uncover hidden faction storylines, fostering a sense of discovery and player-driven narrative. This freedom is supported by the game's mechanics, requiring players to adapt to time changes and return to locations at different times to fully explore their possibilities. This focus on player freedom and reactive storytelling is truly innovative. But speaking of iconic characters and unexpected returns, prepare for a surprise that's got fans of a certain white-haired monster slayer buzzing. Geralt's surprise return. The Witcher universe expands with a Chibi comeback. Fans eagerly anticipating the next installment in the Witcher saga are in for a surprise, as Geralt of Rivia, the beloved protagonist, is set to make a comeback in 2026, albeit in a form many might not expect. While CD Projekt Red has confirmed that Ciri will be taking the lead role in the upcoming game, the possibility of Geralt's return has been a persistent hope among the player base, especially given his survival in The Witcher 3. Wild hunt regardless of player choices. The most concrete, and perhaps most amusing, confirmation of Geralt's 2026 return comes not from the main game itself, but from a brand new Geralt plushie announced via The Witcher's official Twitter account. This collectible item, slated for release in Q3 of 2026, features a chibi-style design of the White Wolf, a departure from his rugged, grizzled appearance in the games. Despite the stylistic shift, fans have reacted with overwhelming enthusiasm, flooding social media with excited comments about the cute and adorable rendition of the iconic character. Comments such as "A little Gerald," "So cute," and "OMG, I love it," from users like at Danilo Riga and at Cheese Warlord showcase the positive reception. This fan excitement for a plushie suggests a deep affection for the character and a strong desire to see him incorporated into future Witcher content, whether in a playable capacity or through narrative cameos. The sheer hype surrounding this merchandise indicates that any actual in-game appearance by Geralt in The Witcher 4 would likely send the fanbase into a frenzy. This development also serves as a poignant reminder of Geralt's enduring legacy within the franchise. His survival at the end of The Witcher 3 provides a solid narrative foundation for his potential reappearance. Whether through flashbacks, a mentor role, or even a significant side quest, the developers have ample opportunity to weave him back into the story. The fans' fervent wish for his return is a testament to the character's impact and the quality of storytelling that CD Projekt Red has delivered over the years. While some might dismiss the plushie as mere merchandise, its enthusiastic reception highlights a powerful emotional connection between the players and Geralt. It underscores the anticipation for The Witcher 4 and the hopes that it will not only deliver a compelling new narrative centered around Ciri, but also honor the legacy of its most iconic character. The prospect of seeing Geralt, even in a smaller capacity, is enough to generate significant buzz, proving that the White Wolf's appeal remains as strong as ever. From beloved characters getting a new look to entirely new worlds being forged, the gaming landscape is buzzing. But before we dive deeper into these stories, let's take a moment to appreciate the sheer variety of updates we've covered today. What an incredible roundup of gaming news! We saw a stunning fusion of Dark Souls and The Witcher in a new RPG, debated the potential release of The Witcher 4, explored a revolutionary vampire RPG with unmatched player freedom, and even got a surprise return from Geralt in a cute new form. Don't miss out on any future updates. Smash that like button, subscribe to Tarnished Tales for your daily dose of gaming news, ring the notification bell so you're always in the loop, drop a comment below with your thoughts on these stories, and follow us on all our social media channels for even more content.